Hi, I'm Jake Groby, Councilman District 7. In the next 2 weeks, you'll be going to the polls to select a leadership for District 7. In the past 4 years, specifically in the past 2 years, I have done all that I can and continue to do so to educate and inform the public of this district the dangers that we face with hydraulic fracturing. 2 accidents that recently happened come to mind. In the Clarington, Ohio disaster, a fracking fire started that lasted for 5 days. 23 different chemicals were involved in the fire. When the water got to the receiving stream, it killed 70,000 fish. The firemen who were attempting to put the fire down were exposed to radiological cesium-137 they were never told about until after the event. When the chemicals got into the water tributary and killed the 70,000 fish, they thought they needed to test the water to make sure that it was safe to drink. When they took samples and sent them to the lab informed both EPA and the Halliburton Company that they had no standard method to test the water for TTCP, the fracking compound used at the site. Furthermore, in another accident that happened just 4 months later in Hennessy, Oklahoma, a fracking well was being quote-unquote polished, and the contractor spilled 20,000 gallons of hydrochloric acid on the farmer's field. To see an aerial photo of this spill, it looks like the hand of God smited the farm. It's that bad. Neither one of those contractors wanted to have an accident. They were assured the community that their safety records were outstanding, but accidents happen. The concerns that I have as your councilman, and that this community should have, is what happens when we have the unexpected accidents. I can tell you that Fire District 1 and Fire District 4 both have deep concerns. Their equipment and their men are not trained to handle such a hazardous accident as such. They have expressed that opinion as same. As councilman for the district, I have spent almost 2 solid years attempting to educate my citizens and others in the community throughout St Tammany Parish, attempting to expose the dangers that we face. Ask yourself in your heart, why did you move to St Tammany? Was it to be around industrial sites? I'm not against oil and gas. My car runs on it. I understand it. But that's not what our community wants as a whole. Why should the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many or the one? That's the problem that we face. The accidents that have happened nationwide, not just in Clarington, Ohio, or Hennessy, Oklahoma, or many times in Pennsylvania or the Haynesville Shale in Dakota, they didn't want accidents. No company wants any accidents. It's bad for business, quite frankly. But when they have them, it's the community that will suffer. We've all heard the horror stories, and I won't repeat them here. You can look them up on the internet many, many times. And many days go by, there are no accidents. But when they have one, it affects the community in ways that expound and expand that no one realized. I'm asking you to deeply consider, when you go to the polls, have I, as your councilman, attempted to educate you and inform you and protect you against the dangers of hydraulic fracturing in District 7. My number is 88, and I would appreciate to continue to protect you as the councilman for the next 4 years. Thank you.